Jealousy, a hidden threat. Have you ever felt that someone around you isn't truly happy when you succeed? They might act supportive, but deep inside, something feels off. Not everyone who smiles at you genuinely likes you. Jealousy is a dangerous emotion. It has the power to turn friends into enemies, often without them even realizing it. According to Carl Jung, the human psyche has a shadow side, hidden thoughts and emotions that people suppress. But no matter how much someone tries to conceal their envy, it will always find a way to manifest. Recognizing jealousy isn't just about protecting yourself from negativity. It's about preserving your peace of mind, maintaining your success, and cultivating healthy, meaningful relationships. In this video, we'll uncover the most common signs of jealousy and how to respond wisely. If you notice these behaviors in someone, be cautious. Jealousy is a difficult emotion to control, and often, those who harbor envy will never admit it. But you can feel it. It's in the way their eyes dim when you succeed, in the subtle backhanded compliments, or in the growing distance between you over time. Jealousy doesn't just hurt you, it slowly consumes the person feeling it. So how can you tell when someone is secretly jealous of you? Here are 12 subtle but undeniable signs that you need to recognize before it's too late. Asterisk. Have you ever achieved something amazing, only to have someone downplay it with a subtle insult disguised as a compliment? Instead of celebrating your success, they say, "You're so lucky," or, "Well, not everyone has the connections you do." This is a classic sign of jealousy. A backhanded compliment is designed to make you doubt yourself, to chip away at your confidence. It comes from insecurity. They can't stand to see you shine, so they try to dim your light. But here's the truth, your success is not an accident. You worked for it. And anyone who can't recognize that is revealing more about themselves than about you. So what can you do? Recognize these comments for what they are, attempts to undermine you. Don't seek validation from people who refuse to give it. Instead, surround yourself with those who truly celebrate your wins. Now, think about it. Have you ever received a compliment that didn't feel quite right? Share it in the comments below. Asterisk. Have you ever shared exciting news, only for someone to immediately bring up a negative aspect? You tell them you got a promotion, and they say, "Well, that just means more stress and longer hours." You announce a new relationship, and they respond with, "I hope it lasts," but you know how these things usually go. This is a clear sign of jealousy. When someone can't handle your happiness, they try to diminish it. Instead of celebrating with you, they plant seeds of doubt, making you question whether your joy is even justified. But here's what you need to remember, their words say more about them than about you. Their negativity is a reflection of their own struggles, not of your reality. So, don't let them dim your excitement. Protect your happiness. Choose to share your joy with people who lift you up, not those who pull you down. Have you ever experienced this? What was the most ridiculous way someone tried to ruin your happiness? Let's talk in the comments. Asterisk. Have you ever shared an achievement or a happy moment, only to have someone immediately turn it into a competition? You mention a vacation you enjoyed, and suddenly they start boasting about their even better trip. You talk about a promotion at work, and they instantly remind you that their salary is higher. This is a sign of toxic competition. Instead of celebrating your success, they feel threatened by it. Their need to one-up you reveals deep-seated insecurity. They're not happy unless they feel superior. But true confidence doesn't need comparison. What should you do? Recognize that this isn't about you, it's about their own struggles with self-worth. Don't engage in their race. Celebrate your wins, but don't seek validation from those who only see you as competition. Have you ever had a friend like this? Tell us your experience in the comments. Asterisk. Have you ever received a compliment that didn't feel like a compliment at all? Something like, "Wow, you're amazing at that. I could never be as lucky as you." But the tone, the smirk, the subtle eye roll, it all tells a different story. This is passive-aggressive behavior, a classic sign of hidden jealousy. Instead of expressing their emotions directly, they disguise their resentment through sarcasm and subtle jabs. They don't want to openly admit their envy, but they can't stop themselves from undermining you either. What should you do? Recognize their behavior for what it is, a projection of their insecurities. Don't let it get under your skin. Respond with confidence, or better yet, don't engage. The best way to counter passive aggression is through indifference. Have you experienced this before? Share your thoughts in the comments. Asterisk. Have you ever noticed someone in your life who suddenly starts mirroring everything you do? You change your fashion style, and they change theirs. You take up a new hobby, and suddenly, they're into it too. You speak a certain way, and they begin to mimic your words. This isn't admiration, it's a sign of hidden jealousy. People who lack confidence in their own identity will try to copy you in an attempt to level the playing field. They see your success, your style, your choices, and instead of celebrating them, they feel threatened. Their subconscious solution: become just like you. So what should you do? Understand that imitation isn't always the sincerest form of flattery. If someone constantly mirrors you, set clear boundaries. Encourage them to find their own path instead of copying yours. True confidence comes from embracing individuality, not from trying to be someone else. Have you ever dealt with a copycat friend? Let me know in the comments. Asterisk. Have you ever suddenly heard rumors about yourself that you never started? Have you ever been in a situation where someone who pretends to be your friend is actually the one poisoning your reputation behind your back? This is a classic sign of hidden jealousy. When someone can't surpass you in talent, success, or confidence, they resort to tearing you down in the shadows. They spread half-truths, exaggerate your mistakes, or twist your words to make you look bad. Their goal? To turn others against you, to make you doubt yourself, and to regain control over a situation where they feel powerless. So, how do you handle it? First, don't stoop to their level. The moment you react emotionally, they win. Instead, stay composed, let your true character shine, and confront them only if necessary, always with facts, not emotions. The truth always surfaces. Those who truly matter will see through the lies. Have you ever experienced someone trying to ruin your reputation out of jealousy? Share your story in the comments. Have you ever noticed someone suddenly copying your style, your interests, or even your life choices? You wear a new outfit, and they buy something similar. You start learning a new skill, and suddenly, they're interested too. Is this admiration, or competition? When someone is jealous of you, they often feel an internal conflict. On one hand, they envy what you have. On the other hand, they want to be like you. This results in subtle imitation, copying your mannerisms, your passions, and even your way of thinking. But make no mistake, this isn't pure admiration. It's an unconscious attempt to compete with you, to prove that they are just as good, or even better. So what should you do? First, recognize the difference between inspiration and unhealthy mimicry. A true friend may learn from you but will always add their own uniqueness. A jealous person, however, erases their individuality in an attempt to mirror you. Second, maintain confidence. Don't let their actions make you second-guess yourself. You are the original. Have you ever had someone copy everything you do? How did you deal with it? Share your experience in the comments. Have you ever shared an exciting achievement, only to have someone immediately shift the conversation to their own success? Instead of celebrating with you, they start talking about how they've done something even better. This is a classic sign of jealousy. A person who envies you will struggle to acknowledge your accomplishments because, deep down, they feel threatened. Their instinct is to reassert their own superiority, ensuring that they remain the center of attention. Instead of listening and supporting you, they hijack the conversation to make it about themselves. Imagine this: you tell a friend that you just got promoted at work. Instead of congratulating you, they respond with, "That's great, but my boss actually just offered me an even bigger position." Even if their achievement is real, their timing and delivery reveal their true intention, not to share joy, but to subtly compete with you. So how should you handle this? First, recognize that their reaction is not about you, it's about their own insecurities. Second, don't let their response overshadow your happiness. Continue to celebrate your achievements without feeling guilty. Lastly, if someone consistently turns every conversation into a competition, consider distancing yourself. Healthy relationships are built on mutual encouragement, not rivalry. Have you ever experienced this kind of behavior? How did you respond? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever noticed that some people seem to be your biggest supporters, only when you're struggling? But when you succeed, they suddenly disappear, act distant, or even seem unhappy? This is a subtle but powerful sign of jealousy. A truly supportive person will stand by you in both your failures and your victories. But someone who harbors envy will often find satisfaction in your struggles. Why? Because your failure reassures them that they are still on the same level as you, or even above you. However, when you rise above, their insecurities are triggered. Picture this: you just launched a business, but it's struggling to gain traction. Your friend is constantly there, checking in, offering sympathy, and acting as though they truly care. But the moment you land your first big client and share your success, their attitude changes. Suddenly, they're too busy to talk. Their once frequent messages disappear. Maybe they even downplay your achievement, saying something like, "Well, let's see if you can keep it up." How do you handle this? First, recognize that their behavior has nothing to do with you, it's their own internal struggle with self-worth. Second, don't let their reaction dictate how you feel about your success. Celebrate your achievements unapologetically. Lastly, reevaluate the relationship. True friendships thrive in both struggles and triumphs. Have you ever encountered this type of person? How did you deal with it? Let us know in the comments below. Asterisk. Have you ever found out that someone was spreading rumors about you behind your back? It stings, doesn't it? But beyond the emotional hurt, this behavior often stems from something deeper: jealousy. When someone feels inferior or threatened by your success, they may attempt to tarnish your reputation as a way to regain a sense of control. They twist the truth, exaggerate your mistakes, or fabricate stories, all in an effort to bring you down to their level. This is not just an act of malice, it's an act of desperation. Imagine this: you're excelling at work, and suddenly, a colleague starts spreading false narratives about how you only got the promotion because of favoritism. Or perhaps in your social circle, a so-called friend whispers misleading stories about you, making others question your integrity. These are classic tactics of envy-driven sabotage. So, what can you do? First, stay calm. Reacting emotionally can often play into their game. Second, address the situation with dignity. If necessary, clarify misunderstandings without engaging in gossip yourself. And third, recognize that the truth has a way of surfacing. Focus on maintaining your integrity, and in time, their deceit will unravel. Have you ever faced this kind of hidden hostility? Share your experience in the comments below, and let's talk about how to rise above it. Have you ever shared an exciting goal with someone, only to have them respond with doubt instead of encouragement? Are you sure you can handle that? That sounds really tough. Maybe you should aim lower. If you've heard these words, you may be dealing with someone who secretly hopes you fail. Jealousy doesn't always manifest in obvious ways. Sometimes, it's hidden behind concern, skepticism, or subtle discouragement. When someone feels insecure about their own abilities, they may not want to see you succeed because it reminds them of what they haven't achieved. Instead of offering genuine support, they plant seeds of doubt, hoping you'll give up before you even begin. Imagine this: you're excited to start a new business, and instead of celebrating your ambition, your so-called friend starts pointing out every possible way it could go wrong. Or maybe you're preparing for an important exam, and they remind you how difficult it is to pass, rather than motivating you. These are not just harmless comments, they are attempts to dim your light. So what can you do? First, recognize this pattern. If someone consistently discourages you instead of supporting your efforts, they may not have your best interests at heart. Second, protect your vision, don't let their negativity affect your belief in yourself. And finally, surround yourself with people who genuinely want to see you thrive. True friends will inspire you, not hold you back. Have you ever encountered someone who subtly wished for your downfall? Share your experience in the comments, and let's discuss how to rise above it. Have you ever noticed that as you start to achieve more, some people around you become colder and more distant? They don't congratulate you on your success, their messages become short, and eventually, they start avoiding you altogether. If this sounds familiar, you may be dealing with someone who is deeply jealous of you. Jealousy, when left unchecked, turns into silent resentment. When someone can't handle seeing you grow, instead of supporting you, they retreat. It's not that you did anything wrong, it's that your success reminds them of their own insecurities. They may have been a close friend, a supportive coworker, or even a family member, but the moment your life starts improving, their attitude shifts. They stop asking how you're doing, they don't celebrate your achievements, and sometimes, they even cut you off completely. Imagine this, you used to share everything with a friend, but suddenly, they don't seem interested anymore. When you reach out, they respond with short, one-word answers. When you invite them out, they always have an excuse. Over time, they slowly fade out of your life, not because of an argument, but because they can't stand seeing you thrive. So, how do you handle this? First, don't blame yourself. Their reaction is about them, not you. Second, recognize that not everyone is meant to stay in your life forever, some people will distance themselves when they can't match your energy. And finally, focus on those who genuinely celebrate your wins. Real friends don't disappear when you succeed, they stand beside you, proud of your journey. Have you ever had someone slowly pull away as your life got better? Share your story in the comments, and let's talk about how to move forward. Jealousy is a natural human emotion, but when left unchecked, it turns into resentment and toxicity. If you recognize that someone around you is jealous, what should you do? Reacting with anger or frustration only fuels their negativity. Instead, let's explore 4 effective ways to handle jealousy without letting it affect your peace of mind. First, do not engage in arguments or react negatively. When someone is jealous, they might try to provoke you, make passive-aggressive remarks, or even criticize you outright. Responding emotionally gives them exactly what they want, a reaction. Instead, remain calm and composed. Jealousy thrives on insecurity, by staying grounded, you maintain your power. Second, set boundaries. Not everyone deserves access to your personal achievements. If someone repeatedly downplays your success, criticizes your wins, or makes you feel bad about your progress, stop sharing details with them. Protect your energy by limiting what you disclose and focus on surrounding yourself with those who genuinely celebrate your victories. Third, be selective with your friendships. True friends lift you up, not bring you down. If someone constantly competes with you, tries to sabotage you, or spreads negativity, it may be time to reconsider their place in your life. Relationships should be mutual. If someone cannot support your success, they are not meant to be in your inner circle. And finally, keep growing. Never let someone's jealousy slow you down. The more successful you become, the more envy you may attract. But remember, your journey is about you, not them. Stay focused on your goals, keep evolving, and let your actions speak louder than any negativity around you. Have you ever dealt with jealousy from someone close to you? How did you handle it? Share your thoughts in the comments below and let's discuss how to stay empowered in the face of envy. Jealousy is not your problem, it's theirs. You don't have to apologize for your success. The way others react to your growth says more about them than it does about you. If someone is envious of you, it is often because they see something in you that they lack within themselves. But you have a choice: you can let their negativity bring you down, or you can continue rising. Remember, the best way to deal with jealousy is to remain focused on your own journey. Do not let their bitterness make you dim your light. Protect your energy, surround yourself with people who genuinely support you, and keep moving forward with confidence. So, have you ever experienced jealousy from someone close to you? How did you handle it? Share your story in the comments, we'd love to hear from you. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you won't miss our next deep dive into psychology and self-growth. Let's continue learning and growing together.